Stop, just for a second. What if I told you that the quiet, fading you feel, that slow surrender of your strength, your vitality, the very essence of your physical power, isn't an inevitable sentence? What if the answer to why your muscles seem to be vanishing day by day, especially as you age, isn't hidden in some complex medical journal, but in a truth so simple, so ancient, it's been overlooked by almost everyone? You need to hear this. Stay with me right to the very end of this journey we're about to take, because the final piece of this puzzle, it's the one that could change everything you thought you knew about your body and your future. This isn't just information. This is an awakening. The silence around this topic is deafening, isn't it? We see the magazine covers, the anti-aging promises, the quick fixes that never quite fix anything deep down. But who is talking about the real conversation? The one that happens in the quiet moments when you feel that subtle shift, that little bit less power in your grip, that hesitation before you stand, that echo of a younger, stronger you. It's a conversation often shrouded in fear, in resignation, sometimes even in shame. We're told it's just part of getting older, a gentle decline we must accept. But I'm here today to tell you with every fiber of my being that a significant part of that narrative is not just misleading, it's actively disempowering you. There's a current, an undercurrent, that's pulling away at the very foundation of your physical being, especially during the hours you think your body is simply at rest. And understanding this current is the first step to redirecting its flow, to reclaiming what feels like it's being lost to the tide. This isn't about blame or regret for what hasn't been done. This is about understanding, right now, in this moment, that you hold more power than you've been led to believe. Think about it. Muscle. It's not just about lifting heavy things or looking a certain way. Muscle is the organ of longevity. It's your metabolic engine, your armor against frailty, your reservoir of strength not just for grand adventures, but for the simple, beautiful acts of daily living. Picking up a grandchild, carrying your own groceries, rising from a chair with ease and dignity. When this vital tissue begins to diminish, a process known as sarcopenia, it's not just your physical strength that wanes. It's your confidence, your independence, your ability to engage fully with the world. It's a silent erosion, happening cell by cell, often accelerated during the night when your body is supposed to be in its prime regenerative state. We've been conditioned to focus on the calories in, calories out during the day, on the type of exercise we do. But what if one of the most critical battlegrounds for preserving this precious resource is the 8 hours we spend in darkness, in sleep? What if the very thing you're not doing before your head hits the pillow is creating a void, a vacuum that your body is desperately trying to fill, often by breaking down the very tissues you need most? This isn't scaremongering. This is about pulling back the curtain on a physiological reality that has profound implications for the quality of your life, starting tonight. Imagine your body as a meticulous construction crew, working tirelessly every night to repair and rebuild. During sleep, especially deep sleep, your system is flooded with growth hormone, signaling the cells to mend, to regenerate, to strengthen. But what happens if this crew arrives at the worksite and finds no raw materials? No bricks, no mortar, no blueprints for renewal. This is precisely the scenario unfolding in millions of bodies every single night. We eat our last meal, perhaps hours before bed, and then we enter a prolonged fasting state. For a younger body, this might be manageable. But as we age, our protein synthesis signals become a little less responsive, a little quieter. Our digestive efficiency can change. And if the body doesn't have readily available amino acids, the building blocks of protein and muscle, circulating in the system during these critical nighttime repair hours, it faces a stark choice. Either let the repair work falter, or source those building blocks from somewhere else. And where is the most convenient reservoir of amino acids in your body? Your existing muscle tissue. It's a catabolic crisis happening in slow motion, night after night. Your body, in its wisdom, is trying to survive and repair, but without the right fuel at the right time, it's inadvertently cannibalizing your strength to meet the immediate demands of cellular regeneration for other vital processes. This isn't a failure of your body, it's a failure of our understanding, a profound misalignment with our own biology. For centuries, masters of stillness, sages of internal alchemy, those who cultivated not just mental clarity, but profound physical vitality well into their later years, understood something fundamental about the rhythms of the body. They knew that nourishment wasn't just about satiating hunger, but about consciously providing the system with what it needed, precisely when it needed it. Their wisdom wasn't based on modern scientific equipment, but on deep intuitive listening to the body's signals, on observing the cycles of nature and aligning with them. They understood that the night was not a void, but a sacred period of transformation. While modern science is now catching up, validating these ancient insights with studies on circadian rhythms, protein pacing, and nighttime muscle protein synthesis, the core principle remains timeless. What you introduce into your system before this period of profound rest can either accelerate your decline or become a powerful catalyst for your renewal. They didn't just eat, they nourished with intention, particularly when the body was poised to do its most important work. This isn't about adopting some obscure, difficult practice. It's about tapping into a forgotten wisdom, a truth that resonates deep within our cellular memory, a way of being that honors the incredible intelligence of our physical form. Your cells are constantly communicating. They send out signals of distress, signals of need, signals of harmony, and the cells that make up your muscles, your myofibrils, have a particularly urgent message as night falls, especially if they've been challenged during the day or if they are simply trying to hold their ground against the tide of age-related decline. They are crying out for specific amino acids, the essential peptides that can only be obtained from what you consume. Without these, the nightly repair cycle, the anabolic window that opens while you sleep, becomes a period of missed opportunity, or worse, a period of subtle dismantling. This isn't just about bulking up. This is about cellular integrity. It's about ensuring that every night your body has the resources to mend the microscopic tears, to replace worn-out proteins, to keep the metabolic fires burning brightly within each muscle fiber. When you deny your body these crucial elements before bed, you're essentially asking your muscles to run on empty, to perform their vital maintenance tasks without the necessary tools. Over time, this nightly deficit compounds, leading to that noticeable, disheartening loss of mass, of tone, of power. But just imagine if you could answer that cellular cry. Imagine if you could provide exactly what your body is asking for right before it enters its deepest healing phase. The shift wouldn't just be physical, it would be a profound act of self-care, a message to your body that you are listening, that you are its partner in vitality. So what is this? What is this elusive key to staunching the silent drain of your strength before bed? It's not a magic pill. It's not some ridiculously expensive exotic berry from a hidden corner of the world. It's far more profound, far more accessible, and far more aligned with the natural wisdom of your own body. This is the principle of conscious nightly cellular nourishment. It's the deliberate act of providing your body with a specific type of easily digestible, high-quality, slow-releasing protein and its essential amino acid constituents just before you surrender to sleep. I'm not talking about a heavy meal that will disrupt your rest. I'm talking about a precise, targeted offering to your cells, a signal that tells your body, you have the resources, rebuild, repair, grow stronger while you dream. This isn't about a specific brand or a complicated recipe. It's about understanding that certain foods, certain forms of nourishment are uniquely suited to support your body through the long night fast, providing a steady stream of those vital building blocks directly when your muscle protein synthesis machinery is primed and ready. Think of sources rich in casein, which digest slowly, or specific highly bioavailable plant-based proteins, if that's your path, or even pure, unadulterated collagen peptides that can support not just muscle, but connective tissue too. The what can be tailored, but the principle is immutable. Give your body the tools it needs to work its restorative magic while you sleep. This is the secret that ancient cultivators intuitively understood and that modern science is now powerfully affirming. This isn't about mindlessly consuming something. It's about transforming a simple act of eating into a sacred ritual, a moment of profound connection with your body's needs. As you prepare this nightly offering, perhaps a small warm drink infused with collagen, or a carefully measured portion of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, or a specially formulated slow-release protein blend, do it with intention. Recognize that you are not just feeding your stomach, you are feeding your strength, your resilience, your future self. This small act, performed consistently, becomes a powerful anchor in your day, a declaration that you are an active participant in your own well-being. It's a moment of quiet acknowledgement that your body is a temple, deserving of the finest, most appropriate care, especially as it prepares for its nightly vigil of repair. Let this become a peaceful, cherished part of your wind-down routine. Let it be a signal to your entire system that it's time to shift from the outward demands of the day to the inward work of restoration. This mindful approach amplifies the physiological benefits because your mind, your intention, is a powerful force in how your body receives and utilizes nourishment. You are not just preventing muscle loss, you are actively investing in its preservation and even its potential for renewal, one mindful, nightly ritual at a time. This is self-love in its most practical, potent form. When you begin to consistently apply this principle of conscious nightly cellular nourishment, something remarkable starts to happen. It's not just that the insidious, slow decline of muscle tissue begins to halt or even reverse. It's that you start to feel a different kind of energy percolating within you. This isn't the jittery, artificial buzz of caffeine or sugar. This is a deep cellular vitality, a sense of robust well-being that comes from knowing your body is being fundamentally supported at its core. Your sleep may deepen because your body isn't struggling with a nutrient deficit, allowing it to fully sink into its restorative cycles. You might wake up feeling less stiff, more recovered, with a subtle but undeniable sense of underlying strength that wasn't there before. This isn't just about bigger muscles, it's about better muscles, muscles that are more efficient, more resilient, and more capable of supporting you through all the demands and joys of your life. Think about the implications. More stamina to play with your grandchildren, more ease in your daily movements, more confidence in your physical capabilities, a slowing of that feeling of inevitable decline. This is the energy that was always there, latent within you, just waiting for the right conditions, the right nourishment, the right understanding to be unlocked. It's the feeling of your body saying thank you in the most tangible way possible. It's crucial to understand that this practice, this nightly ritual, transcends mere biochemistry. Your mind, your beliefs, your emotional state are inextricably linked to your physical outcomes. If you approach this as just another chore, another have-to, its benefits will be blunted. But if you embrace it as an act of profound self-respect, as a partnership with your body's innate intelligence, its effects will be magnified 100-fold. Every time you mindfully prepare and consume this nightly nourishment, you are sending a powerful message of belief to your subconscious, a message that you can influence your aging process, that you can reclaim your strength, that you are worthy of vitality. This positive feedback loop is incredibly powerful. The ancient masters understood this perfectly. Their physical disciplines were always intertwined with mental cultivation, with the understanding that qi, or life force, flows where intention goes. As you start to feel the physical benefits, the subtle increase in strength, the improved recovery, your belief will solidify. This, in turn, will reinforce your commitment, creating a virtuous cycle of empowerment. This is shadow work in action, confronting the limiting beliefs you may have held about aging and your body's capabilities. This is about forging an unbreakable alliance between your conscious will and your body's deep wisdom. You are not just preventing muscle loss, you are rewriting your entire narrative around strength and vitality. For too long, the story of aging, especially for seniors, has been one of passive acceptance of decline. A story whispered in doctors' offices, implied in media portrayals, and internalized by so many as an unshakable truth. But what if that story is fundamentally flawed? What if you have the power right now to pick up the pen and write a different chapter? A chapter filled with resilience, with continued strength, with a vibrant engagement with life that defies outdated expectations. This principle of conscious nightly cellular nourishment is not just a dietary tweak. It's a key, a potent tool to help you reclaim authorship of your physical destiny. It's a declaration that you are not defined by a number, but by your choices, by your commitment to your own well-being, by your willingness to listen to the deep wisdom of your body and honor its needs. This isn't about turning back the clock to an impossible youth. It's about inhabiting your current age with the maximum possible strength, grace, and vitality. It's about ensuring that your physical vessel can support the adventures your spirit still longs for. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing not just the passage of time, but the evidence of your conscious care, the quiet strength that comes from within, a vitality that shines from your eyes because you know you are doing something profoundly right for yourself. This is your story to reclaim. And it starts with one simple, powerful act before you close your eyes tonight. And now, for the insight I promised, the one that ties all of this together, the reason staying until this very moment was so crucial. The most powerful, life-altering truth is this: your body is not betraying you as you age. It is desperately trying to communicate with you, to guide you. The muscle loss, the fatigue, the creeping sense of frailty, these are not signs of inevitable decay. They are urgent signals, invitations to look deeper, to listen more intently, to make a conscious, loving shift. The this we've talked about, this principle of nightly cellular nourishment, is just one profound example of answering that call. But the ultimate secret isn't just the protein or the timing or even the ritual. It's the profound realization that you are designed for renewal at any age. Your body possesses an incredible innate intelligence, a deep capacity for healing and strength that most of us never fully tap into because we've been conditioned to believe otherwise. The fading you fear is not your destiny. It's a symptom of misalignment. By choosing to consciously nourish yourself, especially in these overlooked moments, you are not just preserving muscle, you are reactivating your body's own profound power to regenerate, to thrive, to carry you forward with vigor and grace. This isn't about fighting aging, it's about aligning with life, with the incredible, persistent, intelligent force that wants you to be strong, to be vital, to be fully you. Do not let this moment, this understanding, just be another piece of information. Let it be the spark that ignites a new relationship with your body, a new chapter of your life, the power to change the trajectory of your strength, your health, your vitality lies within you, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to be nourished, starting tonight. Your future self is depending on the choice you make now. Don't let them down. Listen, act, thrive. This is the truth you needed to hear.